Next matter of state versus Patrick Latko.
Statement. I'm here speaking on behalf of my nephew, who I love very dearly. I want to say that the crime that was committed was a heinous crime, and I feel heartfelt for the family and the tragedy that they've gone through. On the other hand, I have a nephew that I love very much, that I've known since his birth, that without scientific proof of evidence, and I understand what you say, I know this man. He's had a hard life since the day he was born, and through it all, he persevered, and he tried his best to live a good life.
On Thursday, 11/3/2011, in the morning, I received a call from my younger son, David. He said, "Mom, I have very bad news for you." He then told me that my sister and my nephew Ryan had been murdered. Murdered? I think immediately I went into a state of shock. Just imagine how you would feel if you received such news about your own family. It was the most horrible moment that you could ever experience in your life. That was over 1.5 years ago now, but it still feels like only yesterday, and we are all still in a state of shock. My sister and her son were attacked in their own home, a place where you should feel safe. It was unprovoked, and they were defenseless. It was an act of extreme cruelty and brutality. All this over a girl. It was senseless. The victims. You would have loved my sister Diane. She always ended every call to me with the words, "I love you, Bonnie, and tell Sam I said hi." My daughter Shannon remembers her Aunt Diane as always smiling, a hearty laugh, and when she hugged you, she always gave you a really big hug. You would have loved my nephew Ryan. Ryan was just 29 years old. He had his whole life ahead of him. Ryan had his whole life taken from him. The last pictures we have of Ryan 3 days before the tragedy are of him carving pumpkins for Halloween, and at the Halloween parade in Hammonton, he put his little nephew on his shoulders so he could see the parade. What kind of person does this to their friend? Didn't God say, "Thou shalt not kill"? The impact. There are no words to describe the impact of these crimes on our family, physically, emotionally, and psychologically. We will never get over it. It affects everything we say and do. It changes the way we live. The only thing I can liken it to is a head-on collision. People die, and the wreckage that is left behind is us, the family. There is no such thing as closure or justice, because no matter what happens here today, we can never get Diane and Ryan back. To know that Diane and Ryan experienced terror and pain as they lay dying causes us extreme mental anguish. To hear Ryan on the 911 call pleading for his life and seeing his mother being stabbed is an unimaginable nightmare for all of us. How one stupid act has affected so many people is just unbelievable. As I stand here before you today, filled with anger and rage, I ask that the judge have no mercy. The defendant's sentence should be death, the same sentence that he gave.
This court determines that the maximum legally sustainable sentence be imposed. It is the goal of the sentence imposed by this court that you, Mr. Latko, should never walk freely among us again. Count 1, murder. Committed to the Department of Corrections for a term of life. The No Early Release Act applies. For No Early Release Act purposes, a life sentence is deemed 75 years.